Presidential Council. So it's a close, Joseph, in the fight on Tripoli. As we understand, there are some agreements to be signed, one of them concerning a medical cooperation whereby the hospitals, as well as some aid and trade, resumption of some trade, and also aid to the capital Tripoli and the National Accord from his government in the war in Libya.
So that visit to Malta today, there have been other visits though, haven't there? Al-Sarraj has made a number to
simply because there is a division between these powers on who to support. So when they're not united, so there's no pressure on either side, or on the Libyan National Army, for example. Faiz Sarraj during these visits was hoping that he would manage to convince the Europeans to put pressure on the Libyan National Army outside Tripoli, but you have France, for example, that is recognizing the Presidential Council. However, it does not use that it is a war on terror, a war on extremist groups and militants in Libya. So it is not really rejecting it. So at this point, it shows that Faiz Sarraj against the war and against Khalifa Haftar. However, alone, they would not be able to put much pressure as long as other powers are not united on one front. The United States for Khalifa Haftar and shown his support for Khalifa's efforts, or Haftar's efforts, to fight extremist groups in Libya. So there's kind of a balance in the situation which stop the war or resume. And that's why these meetings did not reach any conclusion, and that the Libyan National Army is continuing its crackdown on.
Okay, thank you for that update. That was CGTN's Yasser Hakim there, following the war and the various meetings in Libya. In Malawi, incumbent President Chakwera by a 3% margin. The Electoral Commission announced the results after the High Court lifted a ban barring the final presidential results from being tampered with. To Kenya now, and in what is being described as an historic moment for the United Nations, the first ever UN Habitat Assembly opened on Monday at urbanization. CGTN's Robert Nagila now reports on the opening ceremony.
It is so decided.
After nearly 40 years of discussions on the governing UN Habitat Assembly based in Nairobi will be the world's highest decision-making body focused on sustainable urbanization. The Assembly's first order of business was to elect
the UN Habitat Assembly to adopt policies that will continue to advance sustainable urban development as a driver of social inclusion, economic growth.
The world's population will be living in urban areas. It's no wonder then that the theme for this gathering is innovation for a better quality of life in cities and communities.
Any other previous generations, life on Earth is at stake. We have the ability and the means to make life better